6 years into my engagement with my childhood sweetheart, Anna Miller, she married some up-and-coming actor behind my back. At the wedding reception, Anna deliberately kissed him deeply in front of everyone. I saw her shoot me a look of pitying amusement. She claimed the wedding was just for show, that they hadn't legally filed the papers. But I didn't fly into the rage she expected. I just gave a faint smile and left. Anna had said she knew me inside and out, boasting that I'd come crawling back to her in a few days. But a week passed, then another, with no word from me. She didn't seem to care until she saw the daughter of LA's most powerful family post a marriage certificate on her Instagram. That's when Anna finally snapped. She booked a red-eye flight, blowing up my phone, demanding I open the door. When I finally opened it, my face was still flushed from a workout. She was standing there, soaked from the rain. This time, I was the one in control. "Relax," I said calmly. "We only filed the paperwork. We haven't had the wedding yet." Just then, Skylar came down the stairs in a bathrobe, snuggling into my arms. She looked at Anna with a triumphant smirk and asked, "So, when are you taking me to get a ring?" The day Anna got married, the guest list was a who's who of New York's elite social circle. I watched her under the spotlight, fingers intertwined with that actor, lost in a passionate kiss. A decade of history, all for her amusement. In that moment, I finally saw her feelings for me for what they were. Her sister, Chloe, spotted me and called out, "Noah," reminding Anna that I was there. The entire hall fell silent. Every head turned to look at me. I walked up to Anna and asked for an explanation. A smile played on her lips, showing no embarrassment at being caught by her fiancé. She even leaned in closer to Ethan, linking her arm with his, and told me dismissively, "It's just a ceremony. We didn't get a marriage license. The title of Mrs. Carter will always be yours. Don't sweat the small stuff." The Millers and the Carters were old money families. Our engagement had been arranged since we were kids. I'd adored my childhood sweetheart, doing anything she asked, hanging on her every word. But now, Anna was notorious in the New York social scene for her flings. She never kept a boy toy around for more than 3 days, which had made me the city's most famous cuckold. But this time I just smiled faintly. I pulled a small, ornate wooden box from my pocket. Inside was the Carter family heirloom ring, a gift from my grandfather. "Here, take it back." Anna took the box, looking down at me with an air of superiority. She asked how long I planned to throw a tantrum this time, even joking, "Think you can hold out a little longer?" I smiled confidently and turned to leave, tossing a final sentence over my shoulder. "This is the last time. From now on, our engagement is off." Anna's expression changed drastically. I heard her shout for me to stop, but I didn't look back. I walked away, resolute. Ethan wrapped his arm around Anna. "You think your fiancé is going to be okay? By the way, can I see that ring?" The coldness in Anna's eyes vanished, replaced by a smirk. "He might actually be angry this time, but he won't last a few days. He'll come back, begging for my forgiveness, just like always." But Anna's friends were worried. "Anna, I think he's serious this time," one of them urged. "He gave the ring back. You should go after him." After leaving, I called my best friend, Leo, to grab a drink. By the time he arrived, my table was covered in empty bottles. I was slumped on the sofa, not saying a word, just silently pouring drink after drink down my throat. "Fighting with Anna again?" he asked. "What is it this time?" "She got married." My words made Leo's jaw drop. After I explained the whole story, he was so furious he grabbed a chair from the bar, ready to go confront Anna. I stopped him. "Forget it, Leo. This time, I finally see it clearly. It was always just me being naive." Leo grinned. "It's about time you woke up. With your status, you could have any debutante or CEO you want. You don't have to hang yourself on one tree." He pulled out his phone and posted on Facebook. Within seconds, the comments blew up with people asking for my number and the address of the bar. "Stop messing around," I told him, getting up to go to the restroom. As I approached the sinks, I saw a woman leaning against the wall, exhaling perfect smoke rings. She had a look that was both stunningly glamorous and incredibly pure. I found myself drawn to her. As I got closer, I realized it was Skylar, the infamous powerhouse from Los Angeles. I'd heard she was tough as nails and never mixed business with pleasure. What is she doing here? She wore a sexy black dress, her dark hair cascading down, and she smelled faintly of something sweet and intoxicating. "Skylar, you here to unwind too?" I walked over and leaned against the wall next to her. She looked at me, and we stood in silence for a moment, as if this was the one place we could both let our guards down. Finally, she spoke. "I heard Anna Miller and that new actor, Ethan, threw a huge wedding and publicly humiliated you. You can really put up with that? You're not planning on breaking up with her?" I looked down. "Got a light, Skylar?" Then I added, "If I break up with her, are you offering to take her place?" She looked me up and down, from head to toe, then went back to her own thoughts. I chuckled, half joking. "Want to come over to my place?" She smiled, and I figured the banter was over. I started to turn back to find Leo, but then Skylar grabbed my tie. "Let's go." The moment the elevator doors closed, she pulled me toward her by the tie. I spun around, blocking the security camera, and wrapped my arms around her. I pressed her against the wall. "Skylar, can you be a little gentler? I'm going to have a whole constellation of hickeys on my neck. You have time to talk? You should be using that mouth to kiss me." The next morning, I groggily heard my phone ringing. I fumbled for it with my eyes still closed. Anna's voice screamed from the other end. "Noah, didn't you say we were going our separate ways? You leave my wedding and run straight to my grandfather to tattle on me and Ethan." "Who went to your grandfather? What are you talking about, calling me in the middle of the night? Are you insane?" I was tired of Anna always blaming me for everything, never once believing my side of the story. Hearing Anna's voice, Skylar started giggling like she was watching a show. Suddenly, the voice on the phone got several decibels louder. "Is that a woman's voice? Who are you with? Where are you?" Skylar leaned in closer to the phone, a playful smile on her face. "Ms. Miller, if you keep neglecting your fiancé, he might just disappear." And it sounded like she was about to explode. "Who are you with?" "Who I'm with is none of your business anymore," I said. "We're over." I hung up the phone. A couple of days later, Anna was sitting in the VIP lounge of a club, surrounded by her friends, all of them discussing me. "Do you think Noah is really serious about breaking up with you this time? He even dared to hang up on you." "No way," Anna scoffed. "When has he ever not pretended to be mad, only to come running back in less than 3 days? He probably learned some new trick, found some girl to put on a show to make me jealous. He's just hoping I'll give him an easy way out." The group burst into laughter. Anna took a sip of her drink, her mood improving slightly. When I woke up, it was almost noon. Skylar was already up and had made a huge breakfast. As I ate, I complimented her. I never knew the great Skylar could cook. "Since you're really planning to break up with her," Skylar said, "why don't we get a marriage license? I can help you make her really mad." I nearly choked. "Skylar, that's a pretty big favor." She sat down across from me. "Seriously, Anna doesn't deserve you. Even if you married her, she'd still be sleeping around every night. Weren't you trying to secure the East Harbor Development Project? If you and I get a license, we could definitely win it together." "Skylar," I asked, "your family is powerful enough to get that project without my help." Skylar slid onto my lap. "But you're not going to partner with me? You just plan on using me for a night and walking away." A grin spread across my face. I couldn't hold back a laugh. Her excuse was so transparent. I pulled her close. "It's a deal," I said, and then I kissed her. That afternoon, we got our marriage license. Walking out of the city clerk's office, Skylar held my hand, a triumphant smile on her face. "I've already booked the tickets," she said. "Let's go." "Go where?" I asked, confused. "Is the project that urgent?" "To our honeymoon, of course." We spent our days in the Maldives, diving, sunbathing, and taking pictures together. Back at the resort, I saw I had a ton of missed calls and texts. "Mr. Carter, this is the manager at the Z2 Suits flagship store in New York. Do you have time to come in and try on our new arrivals?" "Mr. Carter, what styles of bags and watches do you prefer? We can create custom logos for you on any item." "Mr. Carter, would you be available to look at some necklaces and rings? Ms. Miller has personally selected a number of limited edition pieces for you." I was confused. Suits, bags, watches, rings, necklaces. What was going on? Had Anna given my number out to everyone? Just then, my phone rang again. It was Anna. "Noah, Where did you run off to? It's been almost a month. If you're done with your tantrum, it's time to come back. I'm tired of this. She was still the same, always so condescending. Haven't you figured it out yet? We are completely done. You don't get to tell me what to do anymore. Anna seemed to think she could still manipulate me. She laughed, her voice dripping with arrogance. Noah, I know you just wanted to throw you a lavish wedding. I've already ordered everything. You can go pick out what you like when you have time. I've arranged it all. There's no need to be so petty. I raised my voice. Anna, are you not listening? I gave you back my family's heirloom ring. The message should be crystal clear. Our families will not be joined by marriage. I'm not coming back. Stop being so delusional. I was the one who was foolish before. From now on, there will be nothing between us. I couldn't see her expression, but I could hear the threat in her voice, something I was all too used to. Noah, that's enough. I'm giving you one last chance. If you know what's good for you, you'll appreciate it and stop this nonsense. Come back. Now. I cursed under my breath. You're insane. I'm not repeating myself again. I hung up. Skylar walked over in her bikini. Was that her again? I nodded. She thinks throwing me another wedding will make me come running back to her. I used to be so blind, ignoring all my friends' warnings. Skylar wrapped her arms around my neck and whispered in my ear her loss. I'll take good care of you from now on. After that, we went to Ireland to see the Northern Lights, rode elephants in Mississippi, and went paragliding over Prague at sunset. When we got back to the States, Leo invited me out for a drink. I tried my best, but I couldn't hide the hickeys on my collarbone. I had to dig through my closet to find a turtleneck. The moment Leo sat down, he slammed back 2 shots of whiskey and started ranting. Anna is out her mind. She's throwing money around, hiring every celebrity in New York to record birthday messages for Ethan. She has absolutely no regard for your feelings. I raised my glass. I'm married, I said calmly. Leo stared at me in disbelief until I showed him the marriage certificate. He was speechless. Skylar? But everyone in our circle says she's, how did you manage that? I can't wait to see the look on Anna's face when she finds out you married Skylar. Ha ha. His anger vanished. Drinks are on me tonight. A few drinks later, Leo was wasted. I went to get him some tea. On the way, I glanced into a private VIP room and saw Anna and Ethan, looking as cozy as ever. Her sister, Chloe, came out of the room and ran right into me. Noah, come on in. Anna's right here. I declined. You could just call me Noah from now on. Anna and I are completely over. Chloe thought I was still angry and started apologizing on Anna's behalf, saying all sorts of nice things about her. Then she pushed the door open and pulled me into the room. The atmosphere immediately turned awkward. Anna's friends started urging her to swallow her pride. It's been so long, and Noah even came to find you. Why don't you two just make up? Anna was still fuming and didn't say a word. But when she looked up and saw the fresh, purple hickeys on my neck, she exploded. She jumped to her feet, demanding, Noah, what is that on your neck? Every eye in the room focused on my neck and collarbone. I didn't bother hiding it. Someone left me some hickeys, I said calmly. In a fit of rage, Anna swept all the glasses off the table. Noah, who were you with? How dare you betray me? I looked at her and laughed coldly. You care? You're a little late to the party. From now on, my life is none of your business. Anna started smashing things in the room, screaming that if she ever contacted me again, she'd call me Grandpa. I went back to my own table, poured some tea down Leo's throat, and called 2 Ubers to take us home. A few days later, with Anna's backing, Ethan's career in Hollywood was taking off. Suddenly, a wave of online trolls started flooding the official social media accounts of my company, Carter Corp., with negative comments. The comments were all over the place. Some said, the lavish wedding Anna threw for Ethan must mean it's true love. Others said, Noah is the third wheel here. They've already broken up. Why is he still clinging to the title of Fiancee? And some claimed Noah just had the advantage of proximity, but Ethan is the one who won her heart. He and Anna are the perfect match, a true power couple. My assistant handed me a tablet showing the back end of Carter Corp's social media page. Mr. Carter, should we delete the comments that are shaping the narrative? He asked. I glanced at it. No need. I replied calmly. Instead, gather some negative press on Ethan and notify all the media companies we partner with to temporarily halt all support and resources for him. My assistant nodded. And what if Ms. Miller's side makes a move? I smiled and waved my hand. Don't worry about it. Just make sure my instructions are carried out. An hour later, the internet exploded. Ethan's social media comment sections were flooded with posts exposing his true character. Someone revealed that he had been a bully in school, leaving lasting scars on his classmates. Another exposed his terrible behavior on set, using body doubles and Photoshop to avoid difficult shoots. Others criticized Anna for her irresponsible love life, calling her habit of changing boyfriends every few days disgraceful. These posts spread like wildfire, severely damaging Ethan's reputation. And I sat in my office, quietly watching it all unfold. Anna was silent for a moment, then finally asked her friends, "Has Noah called any of you these past few days?" They all looked at each other and shook their heads. One of them couldn't help but ask, "Anna, aren't you going to answer your new boyfriend's calls?" The internet is tearing him apart. Noah is still the same. He's vengeful with everyone except you. They exchange another look. One friend hesitated, then finally spoke up. "Anna, are you really planning to be with Ethan? Are you just doing this to make Noah mad?" Anna scoffed. "He's just a man." Hearing this, they all looked down and said nothing more. Anna stood up and straightened her clothes, ready to leave. "All right, you all get some rest. I'm heading home." She turned and walked out of the room. Back home, Anna lay in bed, her mind a mess. She thought about her time with Noah, all the sweet memories that now felt so sharp. She didn't understand when he had changed, when he had become someone she couldn't control. Just then my phone buzzed. It was a message from Leo. I laughed out loud. "By the way, I forgot to tell you at the club the other night. Everyone in our circle is saying Skylar is, Really?" Suddenly, a chill ran down my spine. I looked up and saw Skylar standing behind me, reading my phone. "We can test that theory tonight," she said. I looked up at her. Our eyes met, and my heart skipped a beat. Skylar suddenly leaned down, lifting my hands above my head and wrapping them around her neck. Her breath on my face made me dizzy. A triumphant glint flashed in her eyes. Satisfied, I wasn't sure if it was the alcohol, but my face felt incredibly hot. I leaned in and bit her shoulder. The rain outside grew heavier, as if the sky itself was weeping. But inside, the atmosphere grew more intimate, heated by the storm. The phone on the nightstand wouldn't stop vibrating. Skylar picked it up, a cold smile playing on her lips as she saw the name on the screen. "It's Anna. Want me to answer?" I was lying in bed, my gaze hazy. I shook my head. "No." Skylar didn't seem surprised. She put the phone down and leaned in close, whispering, "Noah, she's clinging to you like gum on a shoe. It's making me sick." I took her hand. "Then answer it," I said softly. Let her face reality. Anna's drunken voice came through the speaker. "I've had too much to drink. Come pick me up. I've been acting crazy for days. Why haven't you come and check on me?" Skylar laughed. "Having a good time, Ms. Miller?" Anna paused, trying to sound sober. "Skylar, you're shameless. Stealing my man." "Please," Skylar retorted. "We have a marriage license. We're a legally married couple. Why are you calling my husband in the middle of the night? You're lying. I don't believe you." Anna's tone suddenly softened. "Noah, I'm drunk. Can you please come get me?" I leaned closer to the phone. "Anna, Skylar already told you. We're in the past." Skylar looked at me, a sly, satisfied glint in her eyes. The moment I finished speaking, Anna hung up. She was at the same club. After the call ended, Anna just sat there, her fingers tapping a rhythmic beat on the table. Her eyes were empty, lost in thought. Her friends knew things had reached a breaking point and started whispering among themselves. Some said Noah was determined to cut ties with her completely. Others remarked that Noah had let Anna play him for years without leaving. But this thing with Ethan was the final straw. A few thought it was no big deal, that maybe Anna had never really loved Noah at all and was just having fun. Anna stopped tapping and suddenly stood up, walking toward the door. She knew she couldn't win Noah back, but she still hoped to find some sliver of hope. Her friends couldn't even catch up to her. She sat alone in her car, unable to understand how everything had fallen apart. Meanwhile, Skylar had just posted on her Instagram. The photo showed her in a sexy black lingerie, eating snacks and replying to comments, clearly in a great mood. She had finally gotten the man she'd always wanted. "Noah, I just posted," Skylar told me. I looked at her, a little surprised, and pulled out my phone. Her post, only a minute old, was already flooded with likes and comments. Everyone was congratulating us, saying it was about time we got together. Of course, there were some who didn't know the whole story. Some congratulated her on finally getting what she'd wanted for so many years. Others asked if Noah knew Skylar had been crushing on him for a long time. And a few immediately recognized the man in the photo as the fiancé of New York's socialite queen, Anna Miller. "How does it feel to claim your victory?" I asked Skylar. She pinched my cheek. "You're not a trophy. Only someone like Anna would treat you like one." She kissed my cheek and went to take a shower. Just then, I heard a frantic knocking at the door downstairs. It was pouring outside. I threw on a tank top and shorts and went to open it. My face was still flushed. Anna was standing there, rain plastering her hair to her face and soaking her clothes. "Noah, let's get back together." "Stop this," she said, her voice tired. "It was just a wedding. I didn't think you'd care that much about me and Ethan. I told you, the title of Mrs. Carter will always be yours." She looked down, her tone no longer so forceful. I pulled the certificate from my pocket, the one with mine and Skylar's names on it, and showed it to her. "It's too late for that. Skylar, and I just need to have the wedding. You should definitely come when we do." Skylar, wearing nothing but a bathrobe, appeared from behind me and wrapped her arms around my chest. She glared at Anna. "I thought of you as a sister. How could you go after Noah?" Skylar didn't back down. She grabbed Anna's collar. "You know exactly what you've done. Noah put up with you for 5 years, and you push him away step by step." The two of them faced off, the air thick with jealousy. Anna stood in the rain, tears mixing with the water streaming down her face. "Noah, I've been drinking. Drive me home." Skylar couldn't hold back. "We're a legally married couple. You shameless homewrecker. How dare you hit on my husband right in front of me?" She slammed the door shut. She pushed me against it, the sound of Anna's frantic knocking echoing from outside. "Noah," Skylar asked, "let's get married. Let's have a wedding that will blow everyone away." I pulled her into my arms. Our lips met, and I whispered, "Okay." The next morning, I was woken up by the sharp ring of my phone. The caller ID said Chloe. I hesitated but answered. Her voice was anxious. "Noah, Anna was in a car accident last night. She's in the hospital, but she's refusing to eat or cooperate with the doctors. She keeps calling your name. She won't see anyone but you." My heart tightened, but I quickly composed myself. "Chloe, I know you're worried about her, but I'm done with her. Her family or friends should be taking care of her now, not her ex-fiancé who is already married to someone else." Chloe's voice was pleading. "Noah, please, for old time's sake, just go see her." I was silent for a moment, but finally shook my head, even though she couldn't see me. "Chloe, I understand how you feel, but I can't let past feelings interfere with her life. I have my own family now. I can't drop everything for her like I used to." After that, I blocked Chloe's number and put my phone on silent. I lay in bed, my thoughts racing. I felt a pang of guilt about Anna's accident, but I couldn't sacrifice my present for our past. Chloe told Anna that I had blocked her too. Anna just stared blankly at the ceiling, lost in her own world. When Chloe wasn't looking, Anna slipped out of the hospital. I had been busy with a new development project with Skylar. One day, coming back to my apartment complex, I saw Anna sitting on a public bench. She was wearing a thin hospital gown that fluttered in the wind. Her eyes held a deep sadness and a flicker of hope, as if she were waiting for something. I stopped, a strange mix of pity and anger rising in me. I wasn't sure which was stronger. I walked towards her. She looked up and whispered my name, "Noah." "What do you want?" I asked, my voice cold and tired. Her voice was weak and trembling. "Did you know? Skylar has had a crush on you for a long time. She was just waiting for us to have a fight so she could swoop in. The love letters you used to get in high school, Skylar wrote them." I froze. In high school, Skylar was the untouchable ice queen, the girl every guy wanted but no one could get close to. And now, Anna was telling me she was the one who put those letters in my bag. I try to calm the shock. So what if she likes me? You're the one who gave her the opportunity. You make her sound so manipulative, but was she the one who forced you to party with college kids and models? Was she the one who made you change boyfriends every 3 days? Was she the one who forced you to have a huge wedding with Ethan? I demanded. Anna looked away, avoiding the question. Noah, I don't feel well. I feel really sick. Can you help me upstairs to rest? I shook my head firmly. No, things are different now. I called Anna's mother and briefly explained the situation. She was furious, scolding Anna for harassing me again and promising to come deal with it immediately. While we waited, I looked at Anna's helpless yet proud expression. A wave of complicated emotions washed over me. She was once the most important person in my life, but now we were on different paths. I couldn't let our past ruin my present happiness, and I couldn't let her continue to disrupt my life. Soon, her mother arrived. Seeing Anna's disheveled state, she slapped her across the face. Haven't you embarrassed us enough? Look at what you've done. How could you do this to Noah? I'm too ashamed to even face his parents. Get in the car now. Anna kept looking at me, but I didn't meet her gaze. I turned to her mother. Mrs. Miller, I have a few important meetings to get to, so I'll be going. You go on, Noah. You're busy. I'll handle this girl. I gave a polite nod and walked away. I didn't want any more drama with Anna. Later, when I came home from work, I found Anna still there, staring at the entrance to the complex. When she saw me, she walked over. I sighed, not wanting to deal with her, but she blocked my path, holding out the ornate wooden box. This ring was a gift to you from my grandfather. I never said I was giving it to anyone else. You should take it back. I looked at the box in her hand, a flood of memories washing over me. It represented our past, our love, but that was all over now. I smiled and showed her a photo on my phone. In it, Ethan was wearing the ring, giving a thumbs up. See? He seems to be doing just fine with it. Anna's face went pale. Her eyes widened as if I had hidden nerve. She quickly tried to explain. After you left the wedding that day, he said he wanted to see the family heirloom, so I let him try it on. I shook my head, not wanting to hear any more of it. You don't need to explain. I don't want to hear it. I just want you to understand that we are over. You should keep the ring. With that, I pushed past her, refusing to get entangled any further. Not long after I got upstairs, I saw Skylar and Anna arguing below. I rushed down, hearing their raised voices from a distance. Skylar, you're a despicable, shameless snake. Don't think I don't know how much you manipulated things behind the scenes to get Noah. My cheating was your doing too. You pushed me into it. And that new development project? It was all a trap you set for him. Some fake partnership. Seeing me approach, Skylar knew I had heard everything. She fell silent, looking at me with a hint of guilt. I walked over, took her hand, and pulled her into a tight embrace. With my other hand, I handed Anna a wedding invitation and a small box of candy. The 8th of next month. We're getting married. You're welcome to come. With that, I turned and went back upstairs, Skylar following me. She looked at me, her eyes shimmering with tears. You really not mad at me? She asked softly. It's true. When Anna was out drinking, I arranged for those models she likes to be there. And I did use the project as an excuse because I wanted to be with you. I know what kind of person Anna is, I said. If she could do all that in front of me, she would have grown tired of me even if we had gotten married. Besides, I looked at Skylar. I'm not mad at you. I can see that you're sincere with me. A smile spread across Skylar's face. In the following days, Skylar and I juggled the new project and wedding preparations. We chose the dress, the venue, and the guest list together. Through it all, we got to know each other even better and cherished our relationship even more. One day, Leo called me, completely shocked. He said Anna was kneeling and begging for my forgiveness, and he sent me a link to a live stream. I clicked on it. Anna's pants were torn at the knees as she took a step, then knelt over and over, chanting, Noah, please forgive me. I remembered she once told me that if she ever betrayed me, she would do this all the way to the top of Mount Serenity. The live stream chat was exploding. No one could believe that the proud Anna Miller would ever humiliate herself like this. Some people commented that Noah's new fiancée was just as beautiful as Anna. Others said Anna had brought this on herself. She had a new model every day. Serves her right. Fun while it lasted. Now she's paying the price. Some even joked that the queen bee of New York's elite had disgraced the entire Miller family name. I tried calling Anna, but she wouldn't answer. It would take at least a day to get from the base of the mountain to the summit like that. One of Anna's other friends called me, asking me to talk some sense into her. Instead of calling me, I said, "You should hire a couple of models to carry her to a hospital and tie her down." Anna wouldn't listen to anyone, not her friends, not her parents. She just kept going, step by step, kneel by kneel, late into the night. When she finally reached the summit, already weakened by her previous injuries, she collapsed and was rushed to the hospital. The next day, Anna's mother called, hoping I could persuade Anna to pull herself together. I took a deep breath, my feelings a tangled mess, but I refused. I told her I was about to get married, and seeing Anna at a time like this would be impossible to explain to my fiancé. It was inappropriate in every way. Then my own mother got on the phone. She had heard about what happened and suggested that maybe Skylar should go talk to her, since they had known each other since they were kids. Anna's mother panicked at the suggestion. If Skylar comes, Anna will only get more agitated. It will just add fuel to the fire. Please, don't let her come. My mother just laughed. The person who tied the bell is the one who must untie it. Let Skylar go. The next day, in the hospital room, Skylar stood before Anna. Anna, her teeth clenched, said she regretted ever falling into Skylar's trap, starting from the very first model. Skylar was calm. She said it was Anna's own weakness. If it was true love, she would never have done things to hurt the person she loved, especially not over and over again. In the end, it was all Anna's own fault. I stood outside the door, not listening to the rest of their conversation. I just went for a walk. After that, Anna stopped bothering me. But Ethan did. He said he needed to talk to me. After he cornered me a few times, I agreed to meet him. We sat across from each other in a coffee shop. He kept his head down. It was hard to connect this person with the one who had hired trolls to smear my name online. I told him to just say what he had to say. He explained that because of the public drama with Anna, she had grown cold towards him. The negative press had destroyed his career. He couldn't get any roles, and other studios were blacklisting him. No one would take him on. He hoped I could help clear his name, and in return, he would publicly state that the whole thing was a misunderstanding. I laughed. Did you really not know that's who Anna is? Every promise she made to you, she's made to countless other men. Ethan was stunned. He couldn't believe what I was saying. He had always believed he was the exception, the one who had stayed by her side longer than anyone else besides me. I stood up and smiled. You're not the exception. Trust me. I know Anna very well. And then I left. Later, my assistant told me that Ethan had been effectively blacklisted from Hollywood because of the scandal. His agency had shelved him. He had tried everything, even using his looks to get ahead, but nothing worked. Coming to me was his last resort. I told my assistant to keep focusing on the new project and not to bother me with minor issues anymore. I had something much more important to prepare for. On our wedding day, all our friends from our social circle were there, offering their congratulations. I can't believe the bride isn't Anna Miller. Noah, who would have thought you'd end up with Skylar? Leo, overhearing this, immediately jumped in. What are you talking about? Congratulations, Noah, Skylar, to a long and happy life together. Don't even mention Anna's name. I could never stand her. She can't even compare to Skylar. The wedding was a traditional, grand affair that I had custom designed, both solemn and vibrant. Skylar wore a stunning, traditional gown she had picked out herself, complete with an ornate, glittering golden headdress. A veil of gold dust seemed to fall from her temples, and a long train of her red dress trailed behind her. In that moment, she was the most radiant, beautiful person in the world. A bond of fate, a promise of love. Two families joined, may prosperity follow. With the officiant's blessing, we were married. Later, Skylar and I changed into our evening attire and began to greet our guests. That's when Chloe handed me a necklace. She said Anna had gotten it from a temple on Mount Serenity. She wanted me to know that if she could have a second chance, she would tell me that she loved me. Skylar's expression darkened. I immediately wrapped my arm around her and led her away to greet other guests. Late that night, Back home, Skylar's hand traced patterns on my back, making my heart race. I closed my eyes, feeling her tenderness and passion. Her kisses were like a gentle rain, nourishing me. I felt our breaths mingle, creating a beautiful melody. It was as if we had traveled back in time, back to when she used to slip love letters into my backpack. Those memories, once running on parallel tracks, had now found a miraculous intersection, becoming a testament to our love. I knew this moment of peace and happiness would be a memory I would cherish forever. In this moment, I understood completely that Skylar was my soulmate. I would cherish her and protect her always.